Hey everyone, this is Steve, VSG Steve, on my week 18 update from VSG surgery, which happened back in the 28th of June this year. And just to apologise, I didn't get a chance to make a video last week. Normally on a Thursday night, my wife's out, and it was a good chance. I put the kids to bed, and then I actually get a chance to do a video. And I had a bit of problems trying to get the kids to bed last Thursday night, and went to try and do a video all week and didn't get a chance to do one. So this is it's a bit of a week 17 and a week 18. So for people who are new to the channel, thanks for joining us, and people who have been around for a while, thanks for keep coming back. My starting weight when I had my surgery, or pre-surgery, my highest weight was 155.5 kilos, or 343 pounds. Last week I was down to 113.5 kilos, or 50.2 pounds, and this week I've hit 112.1 kilos, or 247.1 pounds. So it means all up that I've lost 42.9 kilos, or 95.5 pounds, and 31.9 kilos in surgery, and 70.4 pounds since surgery. And so so that's all going well, and I'm real pleased. It means I actually had a 0.6 of a kilo loss last week, the week before last, and a 1.4 kilo loss this week, or 1.2 pound loss the week before last, and a 3.1 pound loss this week. So I think I'm going back to a bit of I think earlier when I was talking about on previous videos, I was going through a bit of a kind of, I have a high week and a low week and a high week and a low week. I think I'm going through that again, which is fine, as long as it's still coming down. And as I've said in a couple of previous videos, I'm actually starting to get to the point where I'm not worrying about the weight as much now. I'd never really set a goal weight, so I'm getting to that point now that I'm actually lower than I've ever remembered going. So about 10 years ago, I actually got down to about 112, 113, something like that, when I was doing a lot of triathlons and a lot of fun runs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm getting to that point now. So, and talking about the fitness, this is where I'm probably more concentrating on my goals at the moment, is my running and my gym work and all that kind of stuff. So I'm now up to running about 7.5 kilometres. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. It's probably about 5 miles. So about 5 miles. So people who've got who a little bit more head in maths, they'll be able to tell me that. And then also been going to the gym quite a lot. So especially in the last week or so, I'm trying to do something every day. So it'll be a run, or I'll go to the gym, or if at home, I've got another gym program which I'm doing, which I've got from the gym, which I'm using a kettlebell and doing some exercises. I had another program which I was doing earlier in the piece. It was probably a program that probably took me about 20 minutes. Now the program, it's a bit more intense, so it's up to about 45 minutes. So it's lots of kettlebell activities and a bit of a 40 seconds on a whole lot of different activities. So and that's going well. So what I actually do in the night is, if I haven't been to the gym, or I haven't done any running or anything like that, I stick a show on, and I'd normally do my exercise while watching the show. So watching a lot of, I'm a bit of a West Wing fan, so I watch a bit of West Wing. Or the other thing is starting to we just got Netflix a couple of weeks ago, and I'm starting to watch Weeds, which is pretty cool. So so that's going on there. The other thing that I'm starting to do is a bit more cycling at home. So I've got the exercise bike going again, and just doing about 20 minutes on the exercise bike, and to keep me amused while I'm doing the exercise bike, because I find there's nothing more boring than going on a stationary exercise bike, is I've set up the Wii, which we've got for our boys, where they play the Wii quite regularly, and and I've set up the Wii so I can actually I can be going on my exercise bike and playing one of the Wii games at the moment. So, which is pretty cool, and it's all working out. And the other thing that probably big achievement that I wanted to highlight, which happened last week, was in the end I've now realised that I've lost the weight. And I was speaking to my wife, and she was the one who actually highlighted it to me. Was I've now lost the weight of the equivalent of our 5-year-old and our 6-year-old. So now I've got another 10 kilos to about 11 or 12 kilos to lose, and then I've lost the weight of our 3 kids. So, but anyway, we'll see if I actually get to that point. So I'm still aiming for that. I'm still aiming for 100 kilos, so which would be another 12 kilos. So, but we'll see how we go. And I'm not sure how realistic that is because so we'll see how it goes. A couple other things that have been happening with the gym that I was talking about. With the gym's doing a 6-week, and I think I talked about this in the last video after my week 16 video, was the gym's doing a 6-week get into spring challenge. So so I've entered in that challenge, and really I've been. What actually happens is every week we go in there and we do a bit of a kind of measurements test, and then every second week we do a bit of a fitness test. So looking at doing the maximum push-ups, so how many push-ups you can do, how long you can plank for, how far you can sit and reach, and do a maximum wall sit. So that's when you're leaning against the wall with a 90-degree angle with your feet, with your legs, and you see how long you can last. Now, the first week I actually did it, I'd actually just come straight from the Metafit class, so I was pretty stuffed anyway. So, but it was interesting that I could do about 9 push-ups, do 49 seconds of hovering or planking. I was a -3 reach, which is actually further than I've ever been able to reach anyway, because we always did set reach at school, and I never got anywhere near reaching my toe. Maximum wall sit was about 39 seconds. I redid the test again yesterday, and maximum push-ups was 19, so I've gone up 10, so nearly over double. And the maximum plank was 1:32, so that's nearly double. I'm now reaching further than my toes, so it's +2, and the maximum wall sit was 1 minute and 1 second, so that's about nearly double the amount, so just short of double the amount. So that's pretty stoked with that. And they've also taken a whole lot of measurements on my chest and my waist and my hips, and also around my biceps and my thigh. It's been quite interesting in the sense of still losing a lot of weight around my chest, around my torso, and but because I've been doing a lot more running and things like that, my around my legs, my legs are starting to they've been going down, up and down a little bit over those 3 weeks. So, but I think it might have been I've lost weight in the legs, but now I've actually developed some more muscle in the legs in the last couple of weeks, and the arms are about what they were. So even though I feel like I can actually feel biceps there now again, which is unusual. And but yeah, that's getting one. It's also, while we're talking about how you can feel body, it's interesting watching a couple of the other videos, and I know SJ, I remember watching some of her videos, and she was talking about how she was feeling parts, bones, and underneath what used to be fat, and it amazes me in the sense of if I feel my chest and different parts of my body, I can feel bones and that I never really, and the skeleton that I've never really felt before. So which is really exciting. The other thing that's I'm putting out there at the moment is I'm now planning to do a triathlon in December. So I'm going to be doing a lot more running, getting back in the pool. I've put my bike into a service this week, so I'll pick my bike up on Saturday, which I'm really stoked and looking forward to getting back out on the bike a bit. And that's why I've been doing a little bit of cycling at home. The triathlon I'll be doing will be a 500 metre swim, 20k ride, and 5k run. So I'm now doing more than 5k's in the run, I think I'm pretty happy with that. The cycling, I still probably going to do a little bit of cycling, but I think 20k's it'll probably take me about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to do 20Ks. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do that. And then the swimming I'm going to get back into, and that's going to be something I need to do a little bit more work on between, and probably focus my energies between now and December. So that's my goal. So from now on, I'll be starting to. I'm not really worrying about the weight goals. I'm actually going to start talking more fitness goals. So, and that's what I found when I lost a lot of weight about 10 years ago. That was what kept me going, in the sense of keeping my motivation up. And when I started to look at, I'd have a race or have an event that I was aiming for, and then bang, I'd be aiming for the next one, and then aiming for the next one, and that kept me rolling. And I think that's where my energies will be fading. I'm hoping to do 3 or 4 races between now and the end of the summer, and triathlons, and then there'll be a number of fun runs that happen over the winter period, so that'll keep me motivated. And the other thing that is, we had the Melbourne Marathon a couple of weeks ago, and that's going to be my long-term goal in October next year to do the marathon. So we'll see how it goes. The other talking about my food, trying to mix up the food a little bit. I think previously I talked about my breakfasts. I was doing an egg muffin on Sundays and doing a big bake up each Sunday of egg and like an egg and bacon kind of with a whole lot of veggies from our garden and cooking those up. Did that for a couple of weeks and that went really well. And then what I've actually done this week was I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I did a baked beans cook up. So homemade baked beans and made up, and that's real. I've made a big batch of that, which I'll be having each morning. Now, the only problem with the baked beans was I didn't actually realise how many carbs are in the beans. So it's sorry about the coughing. We've got the good family cough that's been getting shared around in the house for the last couple of weeks, and I'm now at the tail end of it. So I've got this baked beans recipe, which really tastes fantastic. I'm loving it, but yeah, it's a bit more higher in carbs than I was expecting, and so I might do a bit of kind of checking that out and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also keen that they know that the beans are actually quite a good source of fibre and those kind of things. So I'm probably not that concerned about it. Also been doing wraps for lunches for a while, but now I've actually started moving into a bit more salads. So just doing a salad and doing a cook up of a piece of chicken for a couple of days, and then slice it up and then just put a little bit on each of the salads each day. And dinners, we're always doing different things in the dinners. And one of the recipes I did find, Friday nights, if we don't get fish and chips, we end up getting we're making homemade pizzas, and the boys love having homemade pizzas, and that's been one of the things that we've tried to do the fat pizza bases, and we've tried to do cauliflower pizza bases and things like that, and I'm still not great with the texture of those kind of things. So I've been trying out a couple of other recipes, and I found a meatza pizza, which is really interesting, and it was literally about 500 grams of mincemeat, and you mix in some herbs and stuff in the mix, and then mix it up with some eggs and some things to make it more solid. Bake it on one side for a little while, flip it over, and then you actually put your pizza on top. And because you've got beef as a base, you pretty much make it as a vegetarian pizza. So you can throw in some olives, and we throw in some spinach and some tomato pizza sauce and a little bit of mozzarella and those kind of things. And we had that the other night, and that was magnificent. That was really, really nice. But because of the base is mincemeat, I literally had very, very little of it, but it was really, really nice. So if people want to hear about the meat, sir, I can actually send it through, so I can send you through the recipe. The other things that have been happening is one of the things I've been really noticing is, because I've been running quite a lot, and I also play tennis once a week, and play comp for about 2.5 hours, up to 3 hours. One of the things that would really be looking at the MyFitnessPal and looking at and really recording everything and recording exercise and things like that. When I'm doing the days that I'm doing my running or when I'm playing tennis, I'm finding I'm probably actually exercising. I'm burning off more exercise calories than I'm actually taking in for the day. So, not sure if I should be concerned about that or not. But look, I haven't been hungry and all that kind of stuff. I'm actually going back to see my dietitian in December, so we'll see how it goes then. But it might be something in there. But if anyone else has had that experience, especially if when you're probably about 20 weeks out of surgery and you've really got back into the fitness and doing a lot of fitness, but you're still not eating a hell of a lot. But even I'm eating a lot more than I have been in the past. I mean, there is some days where I'm eating about 800 calories, but I'm actually trying to increase that a little bit more to about 1100, 1200. So, but even like if I've played tennis for 3 hours, that's a lot of calories. So I burn off. So anyway, just wanted to also thank Kirk for challenging us all for the 10-day challenge, which I'm taking part of, which we're looking forward to, and also want to say congratulations to Dennis in the sense of the Cubbies winning today. So I know he won't be watching this video. Hopefully he's at a bar somewhere celebrating with all the other Cubbies fans. But yeah, cool. Well done, mate. It's great to see a team that's been looking for a world championship for so long, and they achieved it. So, all right, we'll catch you later, guys, and see you next week. Bye.